Uh, long time it's been. Apefather's been shot, man. I've been shot. Going through the hardest time in my life. Never in my life did I ever go through anything of what I'm going through. Oh, man. Going through a tough time. Man, let me tell you something. Appreciate your family. Love your family every day of your life. Trust me, because one day, crazy shit happens in life. What I'm going through with my wife right now is literally the most craziest time I've ever experienced in my life. I've never experienced anything like this before. This is the hardest time of my life. This is a tough one, man. My wife is on a ventilator. Can you believe this? As I'm speaking to you, my wife has got a feeding tube down the throat. She's on a ventilator, my wife. We need to get her off the ventilator, but the problem is that she's got pneumonia and she can't breathe on her own. She needs the ventilator support to breathe for her. And if that's not enough, the girl's got cancer all over her brain. They just had to drain all this liquid out of her brain. They put this thing called an EVD. It's like this port that drains out all the liquid. The girl's got cancer in the spinal cord, shooting up cancer to the brain. Oh my God. It's a bad situation. We need to get her off that ventilator ASAP and may hopefully do chemo. But she's so weak. The doctor's calling me on Monday. He's telling me he's got to talk to me, telling me it's an emergency. He's telling me, probably bad news, he's telling me. He's like, I have to discuss your wife's medical condition. It's a bad time for me. So look, whether you love the Apefather or whether you hate me, I am and my family are going through a tough time. And I'm going to be doing tribute concerts because, look, it's a bad time for us. It's a bad time emotionally, spiritually, financially. It's a bad time in every possible facet of life. I am going through the hardest time. But I'm going to bounce back. You know, Apefather is strong like an Italian bull. I got to get past it. I'm strong for my kids. I take care of my kids every day. Forget about it. Not on, but it is a tough time. So when people come, we'll talk about it. Listen, God is good. God, please look after my wife, Jennifer. Please make her get better. My children need her. I need her. We all need her. Look after her, God, with her cancer. God bless you. Take care of my wife. It's been a crazy time. I'm going to do a song called Peace and Serenity. It's an instrumental piece I wrote for my wife. And that's what I want her to have right now more than anything is peace and serenity. Let me start that over from the beginning here. Garlic Eater, God bless you. Let me start that from the beginning. Peace and serenity. Oh, almost dropped my phone there. Let's get rid of these haters. Bye bye, haters. Much love, Apefather. Galakita 52. God bless you. God bless your family. Galakita, could you do me a favor, brother? Could you just type out my Cash App for me? Yeah, just if you could type it so I could pin it. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. RICHARDLEVOI. That's my Cash App. The $ Richard Lavoie. If you could just type that out, I'd appreciate it, brother. Thank you, Back to the Future. if this is the real Back to the Future, but but that's the right Cash App. So here's the dealio. Look, it's been tough. Going through a tough time. Hardest time of my life. What are you going to do? Things sometimes happen that way. That's why they say life sucks, right? Life sucks. Thank you, Back to the Future. So as you all know, that's another one that says the stream comments there. That's the same thing. The $ Richard Lavoie. For a very small entertainment tip, I will write a song. It's called the Thank You Song. Now, it's going to be a jazz composition, a blues composition, instrumental music. What I basically do, I pour my heart and soul into it. I want to really, really make your good deed immortal. For you helping my family and my wife during the hardest time in our life. I don't care what it is. Sometimes people say to me, "Hey, Father, I could do an entertainment tip." Understand, I'm not a charity. It's not a 501c. It's an entertainment tip. It's like, you go to a piano bar. My Cash App is my piano bar. That's like my cup. You throw a couple of bucks in there. Now you might say, "Hey, Father, it's real Back to the Future." God bless you, brother. You normally got that 99 on there. So, but anyway, a lot of people ask me, "Hey, Father, why do you need a couple of bucks here?" I'm going to talk about XRP in a second. So here's the deal, okay? My wife, as you know, she had a claim with the VCF. All these years, I thought they paid for the funeral expenses. I got the shock of my life. The shock of my life, they told me we don't pay for the funeral expenses. They say that we only reimburse you for what you spend. I got my mother in assisted living. Looks like she's got to stay there. Because she doesn't qualify to be switched onto Medicaid, it's going to cost me about $14,000 a month to keep my mother there. Not to mention that we had certain incomes, I don't want to get specific, with my wife, that, I was her caretaker. I'm going to just level with you and tell you guys the truth. So we're losing that income. I got hit literally off the head. And it's not my fault. Listen, nothing that happened was anybody's fault. It's not that it's my fault. It's not that it's my wife's fault. It's just life. Sometimes life hits you like an effing bazooka. You understand? It just hits you. My poor wife, she didn't want this. My wife loves her family. My wife loves her children. She's the greatest mom. She is the greatest wife. Look, hostile takeover, it was part of our income. Yeah. I took care of my wife. I was her caretaker. Okay. I'm going to get, I don't normally get into my income things, but yes, that was a part of it. I did receive that in addition to other things. I'm going to talk about DJT in a second. Look, guys, if you're here to just make fun of me when I'm at my lowest, I'm just going to kick you off. Look, it takes a man to admit when he's struggling. It takes a man. What's up, the boss lady? God bless you. She's so beautiful, this woman. She's so wonderful. She's always saying kind things. Listen, guys, you got to have a heart, okay? We are going through an extremely bad time. So if you keep it respectful, I'm with you. We can have conversations. We could talk. But if you're going to try to humiliate me, you're going to try to degrade me when I am at my lowest and my family is at its lowest, then I got to kick your ass off because I have no patience. I have no patience for bullshit. All right? I and my family are going through a tough time. That's it. That's all. So I don't want to fight with anybody. Just get lost. If you want to fight, leave. Thank you, Hostile Takeover. I appreciate it. God bless you. God bless your family. Look, guys, here's the deal. All right. I understand a lot of you don't like me. I honestly don't know why, but I'll tell you this. Okay. I'll tell you this. I only wanted good things for people. Okay. So here we go. I think you should apply for a real job to support yourself. Here's the thing, Back to the Future. Okay. This is obviously not the real Back to the Future. So we're going to have to get rid of you because he would never say that to me. That is obviously not the real Back to the Future. Hold on here. So here's the deal. You guys are taking things to a level where you don't have to take it. And I'm asking you nicely to not do it. Obviously, Back to the Future is that was not the real Back to the Future because the real Back to the Future would have never said that. All right, Detective Pikachu, how's Jen? Hope she gets better soon. That's a nice comment. Thank you. The boss lady. No, I am going to block the haters. I told them I don't want to deal with it right now. All right, hostile takeover. Here's the situation, okay? I have to take care of my family right now, full time. Okay, there is no way I could go out under these current circumstances and get a job. Okay, so it can't happen. Okay, my wife is on a ventilator. Like, let me give you the situation here. Job is not really my priority right now. My priority is, will my wife be okay? My priority is taking care of my children and my family. Okay. I know all you guys, you're focused on job. When your wife is on a ventilator, listen to me, fighting for her life. Fighting for her life. You ready? Job is not the first thing that pops up. Okay. I have to be here for my family. So, okay, we end it with the job thing right now. I do have, things that I take care of my family. I do well, but the problem is I got hit hard with a lot of unexpected things. My mother got sick. My wife got sick. These are what's called unexpected things. Now, that's no one's fault. That's not my fault. That's not their fault. It's just life. Sometimes that happens. And when that happens, you're in a tough time. That's it. So I don't want to talk about this no more. It's either something you get or you don't get it, but I don't want to fight about it. Look, Detective Pikachu, I don't want to talk about DJT, please. These haters, I'm just gonna get rid of them. The boss lady, thank you. God bless you. Look, can we just sum this up because there's this like notion of me that I've been working all my life. Okay, I've been working all my life. I've been working in sales for over 20 years. And I'm not saying at some point I might not go back to it again. I might. I might go back to it. But what everyone is failing to understand is that, and I hope this never happens to you. I really, really, I don't wish this on anybody because it's a horrible thing. Sometimes life just like strikes you, okay, when you're not expecting it with something horrific and horrible. That's what happened to me and my family. Okay, we were fine. There was no problems. My wife collapsed. Now, at the time, I'm really talking to the boss lady here. I was shocked by it. I was really, really shocked by it because I wasn't expecting it. I was not expecting this. My wife was dealing with stage 4 cancer for like 10 years. And I got to tell you something. Was she tired? Sure. Did she slow down? Sure. To the point where she couldn't do what she did when she was younger. Did she have tough times, walking? A little bit times I had to assist her with walking and I had to assist her just with everything. I started taking care of her. Like she always took care of me, but towards the end, I took care of her. I'm like, honey, what can I get you? Can I help you? Whatever, all the things, like take a shower. I got her all her meals. I took care of my wife at the end. But the thing was, even though she was tired and she was run down, she was still functioning. She was talking. She was eating. She was speaking. And then just out of nowhere, the girl collapses, loses all ability to speak, can't speak, loses all ability to swallow. Like she can't eat, she can't drink. I think that's what happened. I think the brain, it's got so much cancer in the brain that it just stopped her ability to chew. And I think what happened was because she couldn't chew right, either a piece of food, they don't know yet, or maybe liquid or some sort went down the wrong pipe. Like, you have two pipes in your throat, right? You have the one pipe that goes to your esophagus, that goes to your stomach. You have the other pipe that goes to the airway. Okay. I think food, because she wasn't chewing right, went down her airway pipe and it caused pneumonia, aspiration. Okay. So not only did the cancer kick in, which I hate to say this, I hope she does better, God bless her, but the cancer hit its end stage in her brain where it was like so far advanced, she collapsed. She also got hit with pneumonia, aspiration. All right, here. Let's get rid of cancer wins. Hold on. Thank you, boss lady. Cancer wins is gone. Tell me who to block, boss lady, and I'll block the ball. See, hostile takeover. Look, this is where I have to get rid of you. Okay, you're bringing up something that was a joke between me and my wife. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was like Ralph Cramden, in the honeymooners, and she was feeling okay at that point when you were referring to the socks. It was a joke. It was humor. Obviously, my wife does not. All right, let me get rid of hostile takeover. He's gone. He started off nice, but then he flipped out, so he's got to go. He's got to go. Yep. Thank you, Detective Pikachu. Please be nice to me right now. I'm dealing with a lot. So, anyway, getting back, it was like the perfect storm hit this poor girl. It was like the perfect storm. She got hit first with the pneumonia, which I believe happened because she was having trouble chewing due to the cancer in her brain. That led to aspiration, where she just couldn't breathe. It was like freaking crazy. They got to put her on the breathing mask. They had to do there's like a machine. It sucks all the mucus, disgusting. But they got to keep, like, every minute she was all clogged up, and they had to keep getting all of that stuff out of her. Like that, it's nasty. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the truth. The girl was all clogged up. She still is. But unfortunately, they treated her for 8 days for that, and it wasn't really helping her. So that's why they said, look, this has got to be related to the brain. That's the major problem, the cancer. Her whole brain, her whole skull was filled with liquid from the 7 tumors. So what they had to do, they had to go in there and they had to drain all of that out. They had to drain all that liquid in her skull, and they did it. It's called an EVD. They put this little like drainage. Okay. The problem is, after the operation, her oxygen level dropped all the way down to the point where it was like respiratory failure. They had to rush her into a ventilator, and she's been in this ventilator now, recovering for the past 3 days. Tomorrow's day number 4 on a ventilator. So it's really, really terrible. Thank you, Back to the Future. I'm not sure if you're the real Back to the Future, but thank you. Look, Commander 35, you don't have $10,000, number one. Okay. And number two, my wife is not a joke for your amusement. So stop it. Okay. Stop it. Oh my God, this guy! You talk you like to make jokes out of people's misery, and you're not even serious. It's all entertainment to this guy. Everything is a joke to this guy. Commander 35. What's up, Mark? See, we got so far. Let's see. Let's talk about the good people we have here. We got Mark Bischoff is a great guy. We got the boss lady, beautiful, beautiful person. I gave you credit on that call. All right. I don't know if you saw the video I made, Commander 35, but I gave you credit. I said amazing call on Toshi. All right. I mean, I said it. We're gonna get rid of them. Yeah, let's just get rid of I hate to do this, but I gotta get rid of them. You're right, Mark. I'm sorry, Commander 35, but your comment was very disrespectful, so you gotta go. They're gone, Mark. I just got rid of Commander 35, and I just got rid of Detective Pikachu. They're gone, Mark. What's up there, Holly Chopper 1977? Look, the only reason I'm keeping Antonio Miranda here is for 2 reasons. Believe it or not, with all of his ball breaking, Antonio Miranda has always been one of my biggest supporters. So for those reasons and those reasons alone, I'll keep Antonio as long as he's not too disrespectful. But Antonio, believe it or not, is a big supporter. Surprisingly, I know it's kind of hard for everyone to believe that. Look, Antonio, I don't want to get into. I don't even know what your question is. My question is, why don't I have my mom at home? My mom can't move. My mom is in severe bad health. They might have to operate on her leg. She has tremendous problems, my mother. Okay, and she has to be in the rehab. My mother is not nurse material. My mother is full-time assisted living material. You don't know what I'm going through, Antonio. My mother can't move. She can't get up. I know it's hard for you to believe, but my mother cannot get up. She cannot take care of herself in any way. And I take care of my mother, but it's gotten to a point, unfortunately, now where she literally, it's like it's crazy. This is my whole family. It's like my wife used to get very angry. I'll tell you a story, because my wife and my mom, they didn't really get along. They lived together in our house, but it always drove my wife crazy that my mother didn't do anything for us. Like we needed help. We needed a support system. My mom just, I don't know what happened to her. She had a triple bypass back in 2018. My father passed away in 2020. Maybe she went through a depression. They didn't really have the greatest marriage, but it's like after my father passed away, you would think it would have been the opposite. You would think it would have been a new start for her in her life, because she really had a bad marriage, but she collapsed. And it just got to the point where she didn't get up, she didn't move, she doesn't do anything for herself. She doesn't take showers. It drove my wife effing crazy because my wife was a tank. My wife, Jennifer, she was a tank. I mean, this girl did everything. She even took care of my mother. She took care of me. Without my wife, I'm dying inside because my wife, first of all, I love her with all my heart. I love her with all my soul. I love that girl more than life itself. You have no idea how much I love her, how much I miss her right now. Okay. But she also was the rock of our whole family. She was the greatest mother, always took care of the kids, always took care of me, took care of my mother. Just she ran everything. She ran the whole house. She ran the whole family. And without her here, I know it sounds crazy, but all of it is falling onto me now. It's like now, not only do I have to worry about the finances and all that, but I'm like doing everything here. I'm cleaning the clothes. I'm making the dinner. I'm doing. I take the kids to school. I bring them home. I got to clean the clothes. I take the dogs out. I take care of the dogs. I know it sounds like funny and everything, but it's something that like I never really did all of this stuff before. It's very overwhelming for me. It's very overwhelming. Yes, boss lady. Thank you, Holly Chopper, 1977. So, uh, look, the bottom line, let me get rid of this psycho. Hold on. Look, the bottom line is this. I'm going to be doing a lot of tribute videos. All I ask is the following thing, okay? If you can help, God bless. I'm not a charity, okay? I do a service. It's called the thank you song. So I put my effort, my time into it. I write a beautiful, beautiful jazz composition dedicated to your good deed. Okay, it's all done through my Cash App, which is the dollar sign. You'll see it that the comment is pinned with the stream elements. Richard Lavoy. It's the dollar sign RICHARDLEVOI. Look, I got to raise money. God forbid. I'm in a bad situation here. I thought that the VCF was going to pay for my wife's funeral services. Turns out they're not going to do it. Turns out the VCF is not going to pay. They said they reimburse. Now, thank God my wife, God forbid if she passes away, God forbid. And I don't want her to pass away because I love that girl more than anything on earth. But still, I got to be prepared for this now. I gotta raise money for the cremation. She wanted to be cremated. It's her wishes. I don't want to even talk about this right now, but I have to. But I got to raise money for all this stuff. I want to. We're to keep her in our home. We would have, God forbid, if she passes away, that's what she wanted. She wanted to be with the kids forever. We're going to keep the vase in our home forever. We love that girl. We love her with all our hearts and soul. But we don't want to think about this. She's still alive. Maybe by some miracle, maybe with God's grace, she could get off the ventilator and she could get chemotherapy and maybe she could pull through this thing, But I do have a lot of, thank you, Holly Chopper, 1977, and thank you to Boss Lady. I do have a lot of financial issues right now. So I am reaching out to my community of my supporters and asking them kindly if they could see me through during these times. Like, again, if it's just a couple of bucks, I don't care anything, you know, it would mean a lot. It would certainly, this is bad times for the Apefather. This is bad times for my family. And we're hurting and we're struggling. Now, does that mean it'll always be this way? No. You know, the sun hopefully will come out again. But right now, we're in a dark cloud. There's a dark cloud over our family, and it's scaring the shit out of me. Like, I mean, I have never dealt with this many problems in my life. It's overwhelming. It is overwhelming. I do not have PayPal. I'm sorry. It's just the Cash App. Another option would be if you email me, Richard, this is my email. It's richardle101@gmail.com. Like if for whatever reason, if someone doesn't have Cash App, they want to support us, send me an email. My email is Richard. It's RICHARDLE101@gmail.com. Send me an email and we'll work something out. Or maybe you can send a check, you can send a money order, we'll work something out. And like I said, I'll still give you that thank you song. So I've noticed that people, I don't know like why they do this stuff, but I've noticed a lot of people will say the following thing to me. They're like, hey, Father, I want to help you. I want to support you and your family. I don't have Cash App. I'm like, okay. And I tell them to send me an email. And either one or two things happens. They never send the email. Or if they do send the email, they'll say, I'm going to send you something. They never send it. Listen, that to me, this is the worst thing you could do. Okay? And I'm not trying to be a jerk off. Listen, if you can't do something, it's fine. Listen, God bless you. I know people have their own gotses. I know people got their own worries in this world. But why lie? I don't understand why people do stuff like that. I don't understand the motivation. I don't understand why someone's like, hey, Father, Richie, I want to help you and your family out. God bless everything you're going through. My heart goes out to you. Listen, I don't have Cash App. Can I mail you something? I said, absolutely. Send me an email. You got it there. They send me the email. I give them the address. Never hear from them again. I just feel that that's really unnecessary to do that. If you don't want to do something, just don't do it. But just, to lie, to make people, you know, count on something when they're going through the hardest. Like I would never do that to another human being. That's just me. I would never do that. If I knew another human being was going through the hardest time of their life, I'm not going to be like, look, give me your address. I'm going to send you something. Then I'm not going to send it. I just don't understand why people do that stuff. Let me get rid of this. I hate to get rid of Jesus Christ. You should have used that name because Jesus Christ is good and you are not. So God forgive me, Jesus Christ. This person should not be using the name Jesus Christ. What's your plans going forward? My plans going forward, hopefully my wife will pull through. Hopefully she'll get off the ventilator. Hopefully she'll get treatment that could keep her alive. That's my plans going forward. I hope that she could get treatment. I hope something. I hope to God that she could get better. That's all I'm thinking of right now. As far as what? Finances? Look, money will always, listen, Antonio, it's a rough time right now. Things will all get better in time. I always say it. Look, money could always be made again. You go through a tough time financially. It happens sometimes, but you get past it. I'm not worried about the money aspect. I'm worried about my wife. I want her to get better. So you asked me, what's the plans going forward? I just hope my wife can get off the ventilator. I hope that, God bless her, she can get the treatment she needs. I hope that we can keep her around a little longer. God bless her. I hope so. I pray. But like I said, with that said, if anybody wants to support us during this very difficult time, it would be done through, let me get rid of this person. Hold on. It would be done through the Cash App. $ Richard Lavoie. And like I said, I would write the thank you song for you, for your family, helping out. It's only 46 years old, my wife. She's on a ventilator, God bless her, fighting stage 4 cancer. Started as breast cancer, went to the brain, went to the spinal cord, inside the spinal cord. It's terrible what she's going through. So your good deed, I would write a beautiful song. It's 555. We'll make the sign of the cross here. That's a little Christian thing I do. When all the numbers are the same, we make the sign of the cross. God bless my wife and my family, and God bless your family as well. But like I said, anybody does a Cash App, $ Richard Lavoie. Martino, you did it once before. God bless you. I know you're praying for Jim. Martino said that he's a great person. He has a heart of gold, this guy. He's he's a big ape. He's what do you get? Were you 5X? I remember on the t-shirt. He's a big guy. But you know what else is big? What Martino said today is his heart. His heart is big. Martino, it's just a really bad time, man. It's 5XL. My wife's on a ventilator right now, brother. It's just a really, really difficult time. She had a procedure done. It was called an EVD. It's like this little port they put on, to drain all the liquid out of the brain. Her oxygen dropped. They had to rush her into the ventilation. She's been on ventilator now for about three days. Tomorrow's going to be day number 4. Listen, my family is going through the hardest time. My mother's in assisted living. Looks like she's probably going to have to stay there. I thought that the VCF, this was another thing. All these years, I thought they were going to pay for my wife's funeral. Turns out they're not going to pay for it. I spoke to the lawyer today. They told me they just reimburse. They do not pay, they reimburse. So emotionally, I'm a wreck. I'm an emotional wreck. Financially, I'm a wreck. I'll be honest with you right now because I was a caretaker to my wife. I lost that income. That was a big part of our income. I lost that. My mother, I might have to shell out like 14,000 a month now because she doesn't qualify for Medicaid, and most likely she's gonna have to stay in assisted living. So it's like my whole life went upside down. My life was stable. This is why I never wish this on anybody. You know what happens sometimes in life, and it's something you can't prepare for. It's something you can't prepare for. Your life could be totally normal. Everything could be totally normal. And then something happens like dramatic that totally changes your life forever. And that's what happened with my family. It's like my wife just collapsed. God bless her. I know it's not her fault. It's just that's life sometimes. She just like the cancer finally caught up to her. She's been living with it for 10 years, stage 4 cancer, functioning, doing everything in her power to be there, which she always was there for her children, for her family, for me, for my mom. But then it hit her to the point where she couldn't, just collapsed. Couldn't talk anymore, couldn't eat, can't swallow, got to the point where they had to put a food tube. They had to put the food tube down her throat because the girl hasn't eaten in 9 days. Then she got the pneumonia on top of everything, aspiration and pneumonia. It's crazy, man. It's just now she's got the oldest cancer in her head. It's growing rapidly. It's gonna end her life if we don't get her off this ventilator soon. The doctor told me, this guy, he's the neurologist. He's like, look, I want to talk to you on Monday, 9 a.m. He doesn't sound like he's got good news for me. It's a very, very horrible time for the Apefather in our family. This is definitely the worst time. I know, Martino, it's bad. I'm not going to lie to you, brother. It is horrible. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. For the first time in my life, I've been getting anxiety. I'm very anxious because it's like I can't process. I love you, Bull Trader. God bless you. Richie, to my one and only Apefather, you and your family will get through this. In the name Jesus, our Lord God, amen. God bless you, Bull Trader. God bless you. Bull Trader is always a great person, too, a beautiful person. As much as I appreciate Super Chats, thank you, Bull Trader. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless you for that. The Cash App is a little better for me simply because it's immediate. YouTube charges 30%. If it's not possible to do Cash App, I get it. If you want to do the entertainment tip with Super Chats, that's fine. I love you, Bull Trader, and God bless you, and God bless your family. But if someone can do it through Cash App, it's a little easier for us during this very difficult time. If that's not possible, I get it. Don't worry about it. I appreciate any good gesture. I appreciate it. I appreciate the beautiful, kind words of Bull Trader, and I appreciate his good heart. I am tough, but this got me, Martino. I am tough. I am a tough guy. I'm a tough Italian tank. But I got to tell you something. This has definitely been, I love you, Bull Trader. God bless you. God bless you, Bull Trader. I never been through something like this before. This has been a friggin' nightmare. I've been through, I think everyone at one point or another goes through a tough time in life. And we all get hit. But this is not getting hit like by a tough time. This is getting hit by like a friggin' tsunami. What do you call a tsunami, rather? A tsunami. This is like getting hit by a friggin' avalanche. What happened to my family? What happened to my wife? God bless the boss lady, beautiful person. Let's do a little music. Music is what's been getting me through these very difficult times. As you all know, I've been writing a lot of music, and I want to continue to write music. Anybody who does a very small entertainment tip on my Cash App, could be anything, a couple of dollars. You'll see it. It's pinned on the stream elements. I will write a song called the Thank You Song dedicated to you. God bless you, Martino. I'd love to have dinner with you, brother. 100%. Anytime you're up in the Jersey Shore, you let me know, brother. Well, let's do some music here. All right, what do I want to do? See, this is kind of like the thank you song. I'll write like a jazz composition, something like this. something like that, just to give you like an example. Yes, New York State of Mind, great song. But that's like an example of the thank you song. But it's all done through, if anyone just has to, super chats are appreciated like Bull Trader. I love them. I love Bull Trader. God bless you. God bless your kind hearted gesture. But this will all be done through the Cash App. If anybody does a Cash App, again, it's the $ Richard Lavoie. You'll see it. The comment is pinned on the stream elements. Yeah, right, boss lady? I should get back at the plane again. But that's my Cash App. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. There's no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. So it's the $ Richard Lavoie. Once again, using money to, I don't want to think this way. I'm praying for my wife every day, but God forbid she passes. This was a shock. I wasn't ready for this. I thought the VCF was going to pay for the whole funeral expenses. Turns out they're not going to do it. So it's just helping me. I've done well already. I'm working on it every day. It also, I want to do something beautiful for her. I would like to do a beautiful service, and I think with your support and with enough people coming to my YouTube channel, I think we can make it happen. So, and just beautiful things for my family, beautiful things for her. It's just crazy times right now. So, like I said, a small Cash App, it could be a couple of bucks. My wife's on a ventilator right now, if you don't know. She's only 46 years old. She's dealing with end-stage cancer. It started as breast cancer, turned stage 4 in 2017. She's been dealing with this since 2017, reached the brain. Unfortunately, now you have like several tumors in the brain she has, this poor girl. Reached inside of her spinal tunnel, the spinal cord. So she's dealing with a lot. Our family is dealing with a lot. And like I said, the point of these live streams is really a tribute concert for my wife. Anybody who has the good heart, couple of bucks, God bless you. I appreciate it, I appreciate that, the boss lady. I wrote a song for my wife called Back Into My Arms. This is when I was younger. This song saved my life, I'll tell you. We met in 1999. We dated for a couple of years. And what happened was I told my wife, well, she was my girlfriend at the time, I wasn't ready to get married. I was like, I want to be like Billy Joel. I want to go on the road, And we broke up for about a year. And what happened was I had to write this song to get her back because I realized I made a major mistake. And thank God I wrote this song. Because not only did she forgive me, but this is what started our family. After this song, we got married. We got 2 kids. We lived a beautiful life. I miss her so much. But here, this is for Jennifer. Back Into My Arms. So many nights I wish that you were here, girl. You're living your life since I let you get away. Now I called you on the telephone and you seem surprised to hear from me. All I wanted was to tell you how much I was sorry I hurt you. Now I want you back into my arms. I can change all my mistakes. If you just take one more chance, I promise you there's no more heartaches. I want you back. Come back into my arms. Look, a little hard to sing right now because I'm so depressed. But thank you, Discord. Let me charge this phone here. Give me 1 second, guys. Phone is about to die. It's hard to sing when you're depressed. I'm like down right now. I'm emotionally down. I can play the piano when I'm down. It's hard to sing. It's just you get like all choked up. Just dealing with a lot of stuff right now. But like I said, the point of these live streams is going to be moving forward, a tribute for my wife, celebrating her life. Only 46 years old, this poor girl. So young, 46 years old. mother of 2 beautiful children. A Little Red Riding Hood. Not good. My wife is not doing well. She's currently on a ventilator, um, fighting for her life. Has 7 tumors in her brain, tumors in her spinal cord tunnel, not doing too well. God bless. Like I said, that's why I'm doing this. It's a tribute concert for my family, for my wife. Anyone who does a small Cash App, as you can see, the Cash App has been pinned where it says Stream Elements. The comment is pinned. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. $ Richard, RICHARDLE, V as in Victor, OI. I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams. Just got to raise money right now, got to help my family in our time of need, got to be there for my wife. Like I said, trying to raise even for the funeral expenses. God forbid. I don't want to think that way. I want to remain positive. But I just got into some trouble. A lot of surprises hit me. Thought the VCF was going to pay for it. Turns out they're not going to pay for it. So we got to work hard now. I got to work hard. I got to get back on my feet here. I gotta fix everything up. My wife got really sick. My mother got very sick. My whole family got very. It's like everything collapsed around me. My mom is in a rehab right now. Doesn't seem she's coming out. Probably going to have to stay there. She's been there for the past 2 months. Doesn't seem like she's coming out. And eventually I'm going to have to pay for this. So I don't know how I'm going to do it, but that's why I got to make money. I got to make money. I got to work my ass off right now because my family needs me. And this is work. Despite what people say, like, go get a job. YouTube is work. It is work, so people will never look at it that way, but it is work. Nothing wrong with a piano player getting a tip. There is nothing wrong with a piano player playing a song and getting a tip, especially with a worldwide audience, right? So anyway, once again, it's a tribute concert celebrating the life of my beautiful wife, Jennifer. Very, very small Cash App. I will write the thank you song for you. I will upload a short video on YouTube. I call it the thank you song, and I will dedicate it to your good deed, your good heart. Okay? But with that said, I'm probably going to get going here. I don't want to do too long of live streams. I want to keep doing a lot of them. So I will be back soon. God bless you. God bless your family. I don't think I discussed any stocks. Obviously, when I discuss stocks, which I don't think I did in this live, not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. It's entertainment purposes only. What my wife is going through is not entertainment purposes only, though. Yep. Definitely bull trader. God bless. Hey, how you doing, honey?
I was just going to give you your computer.
Okay, you can leave it right over there. All right, so I will be back soon. I will be doing a lot more live streams, like I said. If anybody has the good heart, a very small Cash App would be greatly appreciated right now. It could be anything, a couple of bucks. I will write and record on a video for you. It's called a thank you song. Okay, and it will upload it on YouTube as a short video in your honor for being there for my family in our time of need. If you don't know what the Cash App is, I'll show it to you. That's the Cash App. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. There is no space, no underscore in between the first and last name. So it's the $ Richard, RICHARDLE, V as in Victor, OI. No space, no underscore in between the first and last name. Like I said, a very small Cash App. I will upload the thank you song for you. This is going to help our family. Extremely, extremely difficult times right now. My wife on the ventilator, fighting end-stage cancer. Mother in the rehab, looks like she might have to stay there permanently. My family got hit with an avalanche, and we really greatly could appreciate your love and support. No, I do not accept Bitcoin, but anything through the Cash App. If you don't have Cash App, here's my email address. Let me see. I think I put it here. My email address is right there. See it? Richard L.E. RichardLE101@gmail.com. Send me an email. If you can't do the Cash App, if you'd like to do maybe a check or money order, send me an email. That's Richard, RICHARDLE101@gmail.com. Yeah, I'll end with a song I wrote. Frank Sinatra, Ava Gardner. This was one of my wife's favorite songs that I wrote. It's called The Last Time I Seen Her. It's kind of a nice jazz vibe to it. My wife loved this song. God bless her. It's an original song I wrote. The last time I seen her, she was walking out on me just like she did before. Last time I seen her, she was walking out on me, yeah. I called her up this morning just to see what's going on. Maybe we'll spend some time in a restaurant or drinking cocktails with wine, yeah. We've been going out on and off for a couple of years. The girl needed her space. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really her taste, but baby, when you're not around, my soul cries out, how much you're perfect for me. I have no doubts, but you have to make a big decision for me, girl, can't you see, yeah, how I need you. The last time I seen her, she was walking out on me just like she did before. Last time I seen her, she was walking out on me, yeah. I see Daniel Lopez just sent the Cash App. God bless you, Daniel. But baby, when you're not around, my soul cries out, how much you're perfect for me. I have no doubts, but you have to make a big decision for me, girl, can't you see, yeah, how I need you. The last time I seen her, she was walking out on me just like she did before. Last time I seen her, she was walking out on me, yeah. The last time I seen her, she was walking out on me just like she did before. Last time I seen her, she was walking out on me, Thank you. Thank you. A big shout out to Daniel Lopez right there. We're going to do the thank you song for him. I'm going to record that right now. Like I said, the smallest amount helps. Thank you, Back to the Future. Have a nice evening. The smallest amount. Doesn't matter what it is. Give you a couple of bucks. I will write the thank you song for you. I will make your good deed immortal. I will make your good deed immortal. God is good. God is good. I will make your good deed immortal to helping a family in need right now. We are really, really in need. We are really suffering. We are struggling. Like I said, my wife, 46 years old, God bless her, is on a ventilator. As we're talking, as I'm making this live stream, she is on a ventilator. What's up, Tommy? How much I got in the pot so far? Not enough. Nowhere near enough. Nowhere near enough. God bless you, Tommy. Good for you. it's just a crazy time. I'm sorry. I apologize to all of you. You know, it's just, what can I say? It's a crazy, crazy time. It's a crazy time. Sometimes life just grabs you by the effing balls and squeezes really hard. Do a little blues song for you here. This is an original blues song I wrote. So, like I said, a very small cash app, and I will write the thank you song for you. There's my cash app right there, the $ Richard Lavoie. No space in between the first and last name. Listen, the Apefather is going to get out of this mess. I'm in a mess right now. The sun will shine again. You know, hopefully the sun is going to shine with my wife back in our life. That would be the ultimate thing, is that we could get my wife back, because we love her and we miss her. This is kind of when I met my wife. Look how young I was at one point. Isn't that crazy? I don't know if you can see it. This is around the time I met her. It was 1999. Let me see if I do it over here all the way. Look at that, 1999. That's when I actually met Jennifer for the first time. That's how I looked. A lot skinnier, right? Forget about it. That's in Brooklyn, New York, right there. Memories. Memories of life. Let me tell you, cherish your family. Cherish your family every day. Trust me. Always make time for your family. You know, when you get beat up in your life and you think like you don't have the time, call your mother. You don't think you have the time, call your father. You don't think you have the time, call your wife. You know. Cherish your family, because let me tell you something, when they're gone, the heartbreak, the hurt that you feel inside is so horrible. It is so horrendous, and there is nothing like family. So with that said, I will be back. Like I said, it's not financial advice if I discuss any stocks. Not a financial planner. That's entertainment purposes, but what my wife is going through is not entertainment purposes only. Like I said, anybody who has the good heart, once more before I end the live stream, that is the Cash App. It is the $ Richard Lavoie, no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. It could be as small as a couple of bucks. I will write the thank you song for you. I will upload a short video on YouTube, writing an original jazz or blues composition, and I will turn your good deed into something immortal. Okay, it'll be the thank you song, helping our family in need right now. What my wife is going through, what my family is going through. God bless all of you. I will be back soon. V for victory. Let's go, President Trump. Let me end with my Trump song, because I know I've been talking about my wife this whole live stream, but you know I love President Trump, baby. You know I'm the biggest supporter. I wrote this before he won. This is called the Trump V for Victory, Never Stop Fighting song. Never surrender. remember, I could also make a short video with my Trump music for you if you're a big Trump supporter for a very small entertainment tip on my Cash App, helping my wife and family. I could attach this song to your good deed. This is the Trump, Donald J. Trump, President Trump, never surrender, never stop fighting. So God bless all of you. That was my President Trump song, Never Surrender, Never Stop Fighting. Anybody would like to do a good deed from your heart, helping a family in need? My wife dealing with stage 4 cancer, only 46 years old, God bless her. It's not a donation, it would be a tip, an entertainment tip. Currently on a ventilator, this poor girl, only 46 years old. That is my Cash App. Any amount, I will write the thank you song for you and upload it on YouTube. It's just my way of saying thank you. It's $, Richard Lavoie. That is my Cash App. So God bless all of you. I will be back soon. Thank you for your heart. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your prayers. God bless all of you.